What's good, Jeff?
What's going?
Good to see you in the gym as always. Obviously, we have a packed house right now. August 26th, Mayweather versus McGregor. I've actually heard you break the fight down before, so I don't really need you to go over it, but I'm just kind of curious from a boxing trainer point of view. I mean, I know you've worked with other MMA fighters, so you know what it's like to you know, basically work with an MMA guy and try to teach him the boxing fundamentals.
Yeah.
Is there anything that Conor can pick up in such a short period of time that might help him in the fight?
I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, boxing is not a game. It's not something that you can just play with. You know, I mean, and Floyd's been doing this his whole life. So you can't take a guy that's been doing something his whole life and take a guy that, what, 3 months and all of a sudden he's going to be one of the best fighters ever put on a pair of gloves? It's not going to happen.
What do you think is going to be the most difficult thing for Conor to kind of deal with and transition to? And I ask this because I talked to a couple fighters, and from what they tell me, it's I guess the difference is in MMA, there's a lot of opportunities where you can rest. Whereas in boxing, that pressure is constantly coming. You constantly have to be able to defend yourself. The only thing you have is your hands.
I mean, that much is true, but also the thing is this, is that the one thing, more importantly, more than anything, is the fact that when you miss, you throw away energy. And everybody knows Conor already gets tired. So he's going to be doing a whole lot of missing. And I think that because of that missing, eventually he's going to get himself in a position where Floyd's going to just dominate him. I mean, completely dominate him and basically stop him. I mean, that's what I think in my mind. I believe that in my heart. I think that this is probably going to be like more like a Gatti fight.
Wow.
You know, I think it's going to be that one-sided because one thing, like I said, you can't just jump into something and all of a sudden and call out one of the best. I mean, it's great business. This is a business fight, and it's great for Conor. You know, I mean, it's great for Floyd too. But what I'm saying is, you know, at the end of the day, he's in Floyd. It's different if Floyd want to do it and get in the cage. Well, if Floyd get choked out, he ain't gonna get choked out here.
Can you kind of speak on like the differences in striking for an MMA? Because I think King Mo was the first MMA guy you worked with, right?
Was he the first? I don't know if he's the first, but
he's probably
he probably is the first.
He's one of the biggest names that you first worked with.
I work with a whole lot of big names, but
right. Well, you work big country, Roy Nelson.
The one thing is this: is that put it this way, even Mo himself. Mo used to come in here and he used to spar with with the guys in here, and and he realized that boxing and MMA is something totally different.
We gotta do a little more workout. My fault, man.
No, go ahead.
They want us to do a quick little workout.
What?
For the Showtime stream, because Speedy's not here yet.
Okay.
You need to go now, Jeff, or can we slide another one in?
Go ahead, finish up.
Okay. So, I mean, you were kind of talking about, how Mo even recognized the difference. Is it the way that they throw the punches? Is it the stance? Like what?
I mean, boxing is something that if you haven't started doing this when you was young, growing up, you're not going to master it when you turn 25. You ain't going to master it when you turn, probably even when you turn 17, 18. There's always exceptions to the rule, but, chances are, a guy that basically, that's kind of almost starting fresh, has no chance.